Hi guys, welcome back to Eliza's World. My name's Leanne. Today I'm going to show you how to turn a sad last year wreath into a brilliant and beautiful this year's wreath. Let's go! One of the first things I'm going to do to this wreath is find some bits and pieces I've got around the house that will give it a pop of colour. I also have been buying things throughout the last few weeks from Poundland, such as the beautiful poinsettia flowers, and I've also got some lovely lights that I've saved from summer, some parasol lights. So I'm going to show you what I do. Come on. So I'm just beginning with fluffing up this wreath that I bought last year. I bought it last year when I just had a hip replacement, so it wasn't the prettiest wreath I think to start off with. So I found this lovely Poundland Let It Snow sign, but I think it needs a little bit of paint. So I'm just going to give that a coat of silver acrylic paint. It's a Deco Art silver paint, and then I'm using some of these lovely Poundland poinsettias and just messing around with the placement. You can put anything wherever you want. Just try it out before you decide to glue it down. I love the pop of these red berries. Most of the things that I have here are found around the house in my Christmas decorations from years gone by, and I've just added a few new things and touches from Poundland. Poinsettias are so pretty. I like to just kind of twirl them around just so that the leaves kind of cover even more space, the petals cover even more space, if that makes sense. This can be as cheap or as expensive as you want it to be. Just play with it, have fun with it, see what works, what doesn't. So you can use hot glue to secure them in, but if you've got kind of spindly areas like we have on this one, it might be best to use wire, florist wire, or even gardening wire. You could use twine, but it may not be as strong. The wire is also a great idea if you may want to take it off for next year and do something different as well. It's not as permanent as the hot glue. So I'm lock and loading my glue gun, and I'm going to use the glue gun just to stick down the poinsettias. So I'm using wire to secure the berries and the cones, just because it's easier to place and temporary as well. You can always remove it next year and do something completely different. Even with the hot glue on the poinsettias, you could snip that off, because I haven't used a lot, just enough to secure it down. And now I'm just playing with it and going round, moving everything and making sure it's where I want it to be. Now I need to make sure that my hanger is in the right place, and I realised the hanger actually fell off as I was fixing the front, so I'm just adding some new twine, and I've really secured that on as well. It's painted silver now, and I think I'm going to need to add a little bit of sparkle to the edge of this, so I'm going to find something I can do that with. So I decided to brush a little bit of glitter onto the tops of the letters of Let It Snow, just so it gives it a bit of a 3D effect, and I'm using wire to connect it into the wreath itself. I want it to kind of sit in the middle of the wreath. And now I'm just making the flowers look good again. Now the wire's been in, there it is from the right way round, so you can see what's happening. Just bringing that poinsettia out just so it sits in front of the sign slightly. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out so far, and I'm thinking right now about what I'm going to use to light this up, because I really would like to put some fairy lights on this as well. So back in summer in Poundland they sold these 20 parasol lights, and the brilliant thing about these lights is that they have these little clips so that you can clip them underneath your parasol on your patio. But these clips can also really stretch over the battery pack itself, as you can see there, and it holds it absolutely brilliantly in place. I think I used 3 clips in the end to secure it, and then I'm also using the same clips to secure the wire around the frame of the wreath form. But these clips really are hidden by the door itself because they're on the back of the wreath, but they also keep the lights absolutely in perfectly. So I'm really pleased with that. Recommend getting some of those again next year. So it's time for the big reveal. There we go, absolutely beautiful. I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. It looks so pretty. And when it's actually on the door lit up as well, it lights up the whole of the entryway. I absolutely adore this wreath, and it's only cost a few pounds to make it look as good as new. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Eliza's World. Thank you so much to all our new subscribers, and if you haven't, what are you waiting for? See you again soon. Bye.